Welcome all of you to this online webinar. Now, I'm sure people from across the country must have joined this session. And I'm sure by now all of you must have understood that this webinar is about stock market and trading. Am I right? So one thing, let me assure you that by the end of this webinar, you are going to learn something so very unique and very interesting, which is going to help you big time in your trading. The other thing is, during this session, you may come across a lot of questions and doubt, but you don't have to worry. The whole webinar is designed in a way that all your questions and doubts will get answered one by one as we progress. But at the end of the webinar, if there is any question which is unanswered, you can definitely ask it at the end. But in the meantime, please make a note of it and you can ask your questions at the end and we will discuss everything. But let us also make sure that this session is very interactive. The more you interact, the more everyone participates, the better the results that you're going to find. So let us begin this with a simple question to all of you. Now that you all know that this webinar is about stock market and trading, now my question to you is, why do you want to get into stock market? What is the reason? Any purpose? Why do you want to get into stock market? Yes, anyone? You can comment on the chat, your replies. Now, I'm sure there are many of you watching this session who are beginners, newcomers to stock market. There are some of you who are experienced traders as well. But each one of us have a different purpose to get into this business, isn't it? Why do you want to get into stock market? Well, we all get into stock market for one very reason, and that is to make money, isn't it? Yes, Mr. Murlidhar, as he said, it is to make money. But then what is strange about it? This is very normal, isn't it? The stock market is designed for people to trade and earn money. We are all here to trade and earn money. So if trading in stock market is normal, if earning money in stock market is normal, then what is abnormal according to you? What is abnormal in stock market? Can anyone tell me? Not being able to earn money in stock market is what is abnormal. Do you all agree with this? Because this stock market itself is designed for people to trade and earn money, right? So not being able to earn money in stock market is what is abnormal. But today you don't have to worry. You will understand through this webinar the different possibilities that you may experience failure in stock market. So it is very important for you to know right now which are all the ways which is going to lead you to failure. And you will also understand how to overcome this to earn consistently by trading in stock market, because there are people who are so very used to the general ways of trading that they are simply not able to come out of the traditional mindset. But then today you will understand how to overcome and start earning consistently. So in this webinar, you will also know how to trade without a technical tension, fundamental confusion, and advisory stress. And by the end of this webinar, let me tell you that you will find a solution. And if you can adopt this solution, let me assure you that you will never ever experience failure in stock market trading throughout your life. This is a fact. And by the end of the webinar, you will also discover how to trade in stock market by watching the market. Now, what it means is there are many of you who are planning to get into full-time trading, who want to take this up as a serious profession. Now, for you, how to trade by watching the market full-time. How to do that, you will learn. And you will also learn how to trade without watching the market the whole time. It means there are many of you who are working professionals, people who don't have time to watch the market full day, but still you want to get into trading. So how to do that without watching the market and how to earn consistently, you're going to understand this in the webinar. But I hope all of you will agree with me when I say this, that stock market is the only business where the market goes up, you can make profits. The market comes down, you can still make profits. Do you all agree with this? Now, why I say this is there are many people who are experienced in the stock market trading for many years. I have come across people who are more than 20-25 years of experience, but they don't know that in stock market trading, you can make profits even when the markets are coming down, even in a downtrending market. Yes, that's true. You can do that. And stock market is the ultimate stage for anyone to earn huge money. This fact, I hope all of you know this. But then there is one thing that you have to understand, and that is that since this stock market trading is a business like any other business on this planet, right? But then in general business, yes, Mr. Murlidhar, that is what I told you. Difference between watching and without watching. Watching means you want to get into the full-time trading, 9:15 to 3:30. You want to get into full-time trading, so you are watching the price fluctuations, taking a trade decision because it is of short-term trading, isn't it? But then there are people who cannot watch the market, so even they can trade without watching the market. Now, how to do that is what you're going to learn today. But then, as I was telling you, in any other business, you may have to bring in lakhs and crores of capital. You have to set up an office. You need staff, isn't it? You have to bring in all your products, and then now you have to wait for a buyer to come and buy your products. Is this true? But then stock market is one such unique business wherein you don't have to worry, because at any given point in time, there are huge numbers of buyers and sellers. That is a major benefit of this business. In a fraction of few seconds, you can do a transaction. And unlike other business, you don't have to bring in lakhs and crores here. You just have to, you can even start with a very small capital, and you don't have to set up an office. You don't need a, staff. You don't have to answer to any boss, because you are your own boss. Am I right? So what I'm trying to tell all of you here is stock market is a business. Only when you understand this fact, there will be a lot of things that will be revealed to you. All right. And when it comes to this business now, who are all the different participants in this business? So let me show you. Now these are all the different participants. There are beginners, like some of you watching this session. There are semi-professional people who are already into some other profession, but still they want to trade in stock market, maybe to earn, to get some second source of income. There are professional traders who are full-time into trading because they depend on stock market trading for their livelihood. So these are all the different participants. And when you come to stock market, these are all the things that you can trade. You can trade in equities, that is the company shares. You can trade in derivatives, futures and options. Many of you must have known it as F&O, isn't it? F&O segment. And then we have commodities like gold, silver, crude oil. You can trade in them. There are currencies like rupee, dollar, British pound, euro, many such currency pairs that you can trade. So these are all the multiple products. You can choose any one of your choice to start this business. But when it comes to trading, once again, there are different types of traders. Now, some of you may be a day trader or a speculator. These are the people who want to do frequent trades, quick trades for quick profits. All right. Even in a single day, in a given day, they do multiple transactions. There are short-term positional traders. These are people who buy something today, they hold it for a day or two or few, close to a week, and then they sell it. And there are mid-term, long-term positional traders. These are the people who buy something today, they hold it for a month or even more, and then they sell it. And there are investors. These are the people who buy some stock, they stay invested for more than a year, 5 years, 10 years, or even more. Now, I'm sure by now, all of you must have, associated yourself with any one of these categories, isn't it? Now, many of you must have thought, yes, I am a day trader. I want to do intraday trading. There are some of you who would have thought, yes, long-term positional trading is what I'm planning to do. And there are others who think that, yes, the best thing to do is investment. I'm an investor. Well, whichever category you belong, it doesn't matter. But then when it comes to practical trading, if you want to start trading, or if you're already trading, on what basis are you going to trade? On what basis will you trade? So let us say that if there are 10,000 people trading in stock market, out of them at least 9,900 people or even more will be following all these things. Is it correct? Yes or no? Do you all agree with this? Is it true? Actually, the list is very big. There are a lot of many more things that people follow, but then I have listed out some of the major things which many of you will be able to recall very quickly. But in spite of following all these things, what is the end result? Now, that is what matters the most, isn't it? We are all here for one reason, and that is to earn money. Consistently earn money. Right? It doesn't matter what you're following. If you are able to achieve the end results on a consistent basis, then of course you are on the right track. But if not, then there is something wrong with what you're following, how you are trading. There are many who believe that it is technical analysis. These days, for the last decade or more in our country, now technical analysis has become a very big trend. People follow so many things, technical parameters like open interest, volume, softwares, indicators, charts, RSI, convergence, divergence. There are so many averages. Thousands and thousands of them are there. But the question is, there are people who have spent years of their life trying to learn this, and they are still learning. Because they are trying to find out one such thing which can give them a solution. And the solution is consistent profits. But I'm sure many of you watching this session must have followed this. Now, according to you, what is the end result? What is the end result? Is there consistency in profit? See, one thing, let me tell you that, of course, everyone who got into stock market, one or the other trade, people must have definitely made profit. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But then, to make profits in a trade or two, anyone will make it, isn't it? For that, you don't have to learn technical analysis or anything else. One day you close your eyes and trade, even then you will be able to make profits, isn't it? But then the guy who's able to make consistent profit is a guy who's a successful, who can call himself as a successful trader. Right? There are many realities that you have to understand. There are people, for example, there are people who follow volume, who check volume, who think volume is the right thing to check to trade. But let me tell you, volume, we do check volume. We have to check volume to understand what? To understand whether there is active participation in that stock or not. Are people trading in that script or not? If there are more people trading, of course, we can go ahead, do the trade in that stock. If there are very less people trading, then it's better to avoid trading that stock. To understand only this, we have to check volume. But then there are people who believe by looking at volume, you can decide to buy, whether to buy or to sell. There is open interest. Many people believe it is a very important parameter or indicator to understand the market movement. But let me tell you all these things. What is open interest? Open interest is just the number of positions. But how will you know whether it is a long position or short position? How confirmed is your understanding? But the truth here is all these indicators are designed by the exchange for them to understand how their business is running. But then there are people who have over-analyzed the things, and then they have come to a point of thinking that even looking at this, you can trade. Well, think again. The way to understand this, have you achieved consistent profits even after following this? That itself will give you an answer whether it is right or wrong. There are others who believe that it is fundamental analysis. Well, let me tell you, if you want to analyze any stock fundamentally, do one thing. You must have some inside information, inside contact in that company, at least till the director level. But just try to do one thing. You try to walk into an office, a campus of any company that you are planning to trade. You will be surprised to see that even the security will not allow you inside. And that is the truth. How do you think you are going to analyze it fundamentally? Have you ever been to a boardroom meeting of any company? Well, all the big planning happens there, much in advance. If that is true, by analyzing the financial statements, ratios, If one can analyze the company, fundamentally, and if you are able to do the right investment, then what happened to Satyam Computers? What happened to Yes Bank? What happened to crude oil? Think again, my friends. And there are those who believe that it is advisory, like tips and calls, brokers advise. Well, let me tell you, there are some tips and calls providers. What they do is, now they have databases, isn't it? They have all your contact numbers, or maybe email IDs, thousands of people, so thousands of traders database. What they will do is, they will give you a buy call in a stock in South India, and at the same time they give you a sell call in the same stock in North India. Well, one way or the other, one is going to make profit, the other is going to lose money, but then they don't care, because they are making profits. Their business is running. But then you are bringing your hard-earned money to get into this business, to trade and earn profits, depending on them. Think again. Stockbrokers giving you advice. Now, let me give you one example. Let us assume that you just land in a city, in an airport, and you want to check into a star hotel. What will happen is, the hotel will send a cab. The pickup and drop is free. I hope many of you must have experienced this. And once you check into the star hotel, as long as you stay in that hotel, the breakfast will be free. There are a lot of other free facilities that you will get there. But why do you think that they provide you all these free facilities? Why? Think again. It is because they want more business from you. They want you to stay more. The next time when you come to the same city, they want to check into the same hotel. The same way, even the stockbroker, in order to get more business from you, they will say all possible things. They will say that there is a tip from Mumbai. There is a big expert who gives absolutely amazing research. You can buy the stock. They say they'll give you intraday exposure, intraday tips and calls, all possible things. But then for what? For them to get more business. Isn't it? So these are the realities that one has to understand. And there are few who think that it is, stop loss. Without knowing stop loss, you cannot trade in stock market. There are many people who believe in this. And there are many people who attend this training. They keep asking me, do you tell us about stop loss? Does your training provide stop loss? Let me tell you, who am I to tell you about stop loss? Because even the exchange does not give you a guarantee on a stop loss. This is the truth, my friends. You can go check this article from the exchange site, circular, that they themselves don't give you a guarantee on the stop loss. How can I talk about stop loss, isn't it? So there are people who believe in all these things, and they are trading in stock market. But then I have a very simple question to all of you. Now, out of all the people trading in stock market, there may be crores, millions and millions of people trading in our country, isn't it? Out of all the people trading in stock market, according to you, what is your opinion? How many percentage of people are making consistent profits, and how many percentage of people are losing money in stock market? What is your opinion? Please comment on the chat. What is your opinion? What do you think? What's happening with people in stock market? What percentage of people are able to make consistent profits, and what percentage of people are losing money? I hope you will all agree with me when I say that majority people only lose money in stock market. Isn't it true? Do you all agree with this? And you also know that majority people follow all these things, the same big list of things that I showed you. They follow all these things and trade, and end of the day, majority people are losing money. This itself is a big revelation that which are all the ways you may experience failure in stock market. I hope many of you must have understood today, and I'm sure for many this discussion is an eye opener. Isn't it? Yes, Mr. Rahul says more than 90% lose money. That is the truth. Because when it comes to trading, when it comes to practical trading, everyone is experiencing only confusion. about the market movement. Have you experienced this? People keep saying, even you must have said this once, whenever I buy, the price goes down. Whenever I sell, the price goes up. There is something wrong with the stock market. Why does it always happen with me? As if everything is, as if you are the only person targeted in whole stock market. Well, let me tell you, you are not the only one who's experiencing this. Like you, majority people are experiencing the same thought process. Because when it comes to trading, this is how a trader's mindset works. Now, here is an example of a trader who is planning to get into trading. Now, he decides to observe some stock and its price movement, and later he wants to plan to trade the stock. So as he sees the price starts increasing, now he plans, let me observe it for some more time. Now the price starts increasing even further. Now he decides, next time when there is a dip, I will buy the stock. So the decision is made. Now, as he thinks in these lines, the price suddenly starts moving up further. Now he feels, damn, I missed the opportunity. I should have bought it the last time itself. I think if I wait anymore, I may miss it completely. So he decides to buy it right now, and he buys it. As soon as he buys it, now the price starts increasing even further. Now he feels very good about it, that he bought it at the right time. If not, he would have missed the complete movement. Now as he feels good, now the price slowly starts coming down. Now he decides, let me do one thing, let me buy more. Because anyhow, the price of the stock is going to go up. Because even on the TV channel, the expert is saying that it is going to go up. The tips and calls providers are giving you buy call on the same stock. Right? Everything is telling buy. So let me buy more. So he will plan to buy more, but then the moment at this point the price comes down, he feels brilliant. This is the same point I wanted to buy the last time, but unfortunately I missed it. But looks like the market has come down just for me. Let me do one thing. Let me double the quantity. He buys more. Now as soon as he buys more, he is like, he's as if he's feeling as if he's flying, because he's now damn sure that the price is going to go up and he's going to make huge profits. He's very happy about it. But then all of a sudden the price starts coming down sharply. Now at this point, now the tension starts. He's worried. He's now thinking maybe there is something wrong. Let me do one thing. Even if the price comes up a bit, I will exit the stock. I will get out of this trade. So he takes a decision, but then now the price goes down even further. He's getting more and more worried because the minus is increasing. At some point he decides, let me do one thing, let me consider this as a long-term investment. So he decides to wait, because one or the other price will come up so that he can sell it with profit. So he waits. But when he waits with the minus, now the minus will always increase, isn't it? That's what happens with every trader. Now the price goes down even further. And at some point he decides, enough is enough. I am selling out. I cannot bear this tension anymore, and I am going to get out of stock market. This is not for me. But once he exits, now you must have also experienced this in your own trading. Whenever you incur minus, you must have thought, enough, I don't want to get into the stock market. All my hard-earned money is going for a toss. This is gambling. You think in these lines, and then you stop trading. But then even if you stop trading, can you sit quiet? Can you sit quiet? Can you stay out of the market? That is very difficult, isn't it? So this guy, what he does is he wants to see what is happening in that stock that he was trading. Now the price goes down even further in that stock. So he feels good about it, that he exited a bit early. If not, even the leftover money he wouldn't have got it. Now from here the price slowly starts increasing. But then look at this guy. He says, I know about the stock. Believe me, it is going to go down. It is going to go down. Trust me. But then when he says this, now the price really goes down. Now he says, I told you that it is going to go down. Look at this guy. He joined and he started as a beginner, but then the moment he did a trade, and when the trade ended up in a minus, now he has become an analyst. This is what happens with every trader, isn't it? As soon as you get into stock market, after a week or a month of trading, when you incur some losses, then immediately you become an analyst. Because when you stay out and when you are able to see the market will move exactly the way you are predicting. But when you get inside, when you start trading, The total story is different, isn't it? So he feels confident about having understood this price movement, but then now the price slowly starts increasing. He's getting worried. Why is it increasing? Now it starts increasing further. The more it increases, he's getting more and more frustrated because he has exited his stock and now it is going up. Many people keep telling me, whenever I place stop loss, the price comes down, it hits my stop loss, and then it goes to the target. Right? So this guy is also experiencing the same. At some point, he feels, I knew that it is going to go up. I knew that. This is the reason last time I bought it, but unfortunately, I panicked at the last point when I exited. That is the low. From there, the price has started to increase. Now he's feeling very bad about what he has done, his decision, but then now the price increases even further. Now he thinks, damn, it is going to go up. Let me do one thing. Let me bring in some more money and buy it. So he buys it once again. Now, what do you think will happen next? What do you think will happen next? Well, the same cycle will repeat, isn't it? This is what every trader is going through in stock market, my friends. Every trader in stock market, or at least majority of traders in stock market, are experiencing pain. Because people are thinking it is because of wrong advice that I have lost my money. It is because of unexpected market crash I have lost money. Well, when you are on the wrong side of the market, then obviously anything will be unexpected for you. Just imagine, every day people are so very excited to trade, because there are many people who tell me that, why do they give holiday on Saturday and Sunday? Why are the markets closed? It is so boring. They could have kept it open, isn't it? But then when they start trading, by the end of the day, they start cursing. Why do they keep this market open? They should close the stock market. It is gambling. But every day morning, people are so very excited to trade. You brush your teeth, you take a bath, you rush to your stockbroking company. But then you see the office is closed. Now you wait for the office boy to come and open the office. So he comes slowly. And when he opens, now you are so very desperate. So you ask the office boy, what do you think will happen to the market today? Will it increase or will it decrease? Look at the desperation here. Look at the desperation. What will an office boy know about it? Isn't it? Now after that, when the market opens, now you start playing. Many people play in index like Nifty, Bank Nifty. Some people play in stocks. Some people play in commodities. But by the end of the day, when the market closed by 3:30, having incurred a big minus, after having incurred a big minus, with your head held down, with a lot of tension, frustration, anger, now you walk back home. Now this is one of the longest walk back home. But when you walk back home, now your children will come rushing up to you. They'll ask you, Dad, I asked you to get me a chocolate. Did you bring me? Now what will happen? You will pour in all the frustration on them. Isn't it true? But think again, is this the life that you want to lead? Think again, is this the life that you want to give to your loved ones? This is what is happening in stock market, my friends. Majority of people are experiencing pain. There are people who are worried, saying that there is no proper guidelines, there is no proper advice. That is the reason why most of them are not able to make profits. Thinking all these ways, it doesn't matter. End of the day, if there is a series of minus happening, there are people who are getting hurt. Because in spite of spending so much time and effort, every day you have to walk back home without having earned any money, not being able to fulfill the family needs. Isn't it true? So most of the people in stock market are going through this emotional roller coaster, emotional thought process. But then when you get into this thought process, let me tell you, you will at some point get into depression. When you get into depression, you will start developing a failure mindset, which is very dangerous for your life and your dependents. But rather than thinking in these lines, why don't you think very practically? Be very sensible. Think practical. If you have lost money in stock market, where did the money go? Do you all agree with me when I say that if you have incurred a minus, it means someone else made profits? Is it true? Do you all know this? Now, when you know this, the only question now that you have to ask yourself is, who is making profits? Who is making money? So if you ask me, let me tell you, there are a very small group of people, because As you all know, as Mr. Rahul also said in the beginning, more than 90%, I will say more than 95% of people are only losing money in stock market. There is a very small group of people who are always making profits. These are the people whom we call them as professional traders. Well, we don't call them as professional traders just because their profession is trading. We call them as professional traders because their profession is profit making. Do or die, their job is to get the profits, and they know how to make only profits in stock market. That is the reason we call them as professionals. But the question here is, do you all come under this category today? So all of you watching this session today, you are all here to take one very serious decision in your life. If you are very serious about getting into stock market, the decision is, do you all want to remain in the general 95% category of people who always lose money, or do you want to get in the 5% category of people who always make profits? This is the decision that you are supposed to make. Now, if you have made a decision saying that yes, I want to get into the 5% category, now the question here is how? Let me tell you, for this you have to understand one very basic secret, and that is, if you want to make profits in stock market, these are the only two things that you have to master. That is right entry and right exit. Yes, Mr. Dundu Singh, it is only audio today. All right, but this is a live session, not a recorded one. You don't have to worry. So as I was telling you, these are the only two things that you have to master, right entry and right exit. That is, when to buy and when to sell is all that you have to master here. There are many people who keep asking me, how will I know which stock is going to go up, which stock is going to come down? Does your training tell us about that? Well, let me tell you, are you interested in predicting or identifying which stock is going to go up or which stock is going to come down? Or are you interested in knowing whichever stock that you can trade, when to buy and when to sell? If you can understand the secret, then you will start making big profits. Which is the one that you want? This is the decision that you have to take. But today, if you ask me, is there a way to achieve this? Then let me tell you, there is a way. But then I will tell you that there is only one way, and that is to become a dynamic superpower trader. Now, what is this dynamic superpower trading? Dynamic superpower trading means you as a trader must have these qualities. You as a trader must develop these skills to trade in stock market. Only then you can become a dynamic superpower trader. So the qualities are that you must have the awareness of practical realities of trading. Reading books and coming to stock market is not going to help you, my friends. You have to understand the practical realities. And while trading, you have to remove the negative thought process. If you have the fear of losing your money, many of you, when you're trading, you must be going through this, the fear of losing money. If that is the case, let me tell you, this business is not for you, because you will never see success in this. And if you're already trading, just try to observe if you have confusion or stress while trading, that itself is an indication that you're going to experience failure. To become a successful trader, you must be able to trade in a very relaxed way. The day you start trading in a relaxed way, only then you will start seeing profits. The day you are tensed while trading, that is an indication that you're going to incur a big minus. This is the truth. You can make a note of the statement today. And you should be able to trade in any different market condition. Let there be a big market crash or a big rally, you should know how to trade and make profits. Let there be a gap up or a gap down, you should know how to make profits. Let there be news, events, quarterly results, RBI rate announcement, anything that happens in the market, you should know how to make profits. If you are able to trade in any different market condition, consistently make profits, that is when you can call yourself as a dynamic superpower trader. But anyone who does not even have the awareness of this, then I think, this business is not for you. But today when I say this, there are many of you who may think that, boss, to learn the basics of stock market, I took many months. Now to learn all these things, it looks like it is going to take some years. So there are people, through whom I can start trading immediately. There are tips and calls providers where I don't have to learn anything. They will do the research. Well, that is what everyone is doing. That is what everyone is doing. You are here today to decide, are you serious about earning consistent profits or not? If that is the case, let me tell you, my friends, whether you like it or not, this is the only way. But today you don't have to worry, because you don't have to waste your time in doing research and analysis, because we are not going to teach you any technicals or fundamentals here. Because to develop these qualities or to develop the skills, today the entire solution for this, to trade in any different market condition, the solution is ready-made, available. And it is available through this Dynamic Live. Now, what is this Dynamic Live? Dynamic Live is a tool. It is an expert. It is a software. It is the first ever stock market intelligence of the world. Now, when I say software, there are many of you who will start thinking now, all right, one more software. Already there are thousands of softwares, all right? And then now there is one more software. Isn't it? And what does a software do? It gives you so many indicators. You can choose any one of your favorite indicator to analyze the market. These days, there are people who design software in a way that using the indicators, the software can automatically tell you buy and sell, when to buy, when to sell. Well, there are thousands of such things. But what is so very unique about this Dynamic Live? Let me tell you, this Dynamic Live is not a software like anything else that you have come across. This is something very unique. Because in any given market condition, it can give you the right entry and right exit automatically. For example, I'm sure some of you may be following your own strategy. Some of you may be already using multiple softwares. But let me tell you, do you have the confidence? Do you have a, have you ever experienced in your own trading, whenever the market crashes, did you make profit? Because whenever the market crashes, the newspaper article always says, public lost so many lakh crores, Black Monday, Black Friday, bloodbath in Dalal Street, all possible things. Why should people always lose money in a crashing market? Because you know that even in a downtrending market, you can make profits. The reason why majority of people lose in a crashing market is because they were having a buy position and suddenly the market came down. But if you had buy positions, if the market came down, if you lost money, it means someone else made money, isn't it? Now, who are they who are making money? How did they make profits? That is what you have to understand, isn't it? So Dynamic Live is one such intelligence. What it can do is, whenever there is a big market crash, before the crash, it can tell you that it is going to go down, so that you can sell before the market crashes. When you can sell before the market crashes every time, then you will make huge profits. Isn't it true? That is all that you need to make big profits during a crash, isn't it? That is just one such example. But there are many other multiple uniqueness of this Dynamic Live. We will see it one by one. So this Dynamic Live is basically designed based on neural network system, so that even anything that happens, even if there is a government policy, corporate announcement, political uncertainties, elections, global market impact, GDP results, RBI rate announcement, let there be anything because of which, if there is any big movement in the market, now these big movements will be identified by the Dynamic Live before it happens. That is a major benefit. All right. So today, Dynamic Live, using this, one can trade in stock market by watching the market. Anyone who wants to get into full-time trading to earn regular income for short-term trading, well, Dynamic Live is the way forward. So let us see Dynamic Live. But before we check Dynamic Live, I have a very simple question to all of you. Now, I'm sure many of you must be trading. Now we are in the live market. Many of you must be trading right now. So when it comes to trading, now what are the issues that you are facing in your trading? You can comment this on the chat. What are the troubles that you are facing? What do you think? If you have this, you will be able to make only profits in stock market. What is that thing? Can you tell me? Even if you are a beginner who's planning to get into stock market, many people, they have an idea to get into stock market, but still they are scared. They are scared to step in. So what is that issue that you are experiencing? And let us see, does this dynamic live provide us a solution today for all your issues? Let us see that. For that, I will open dynamic live, but in the meantime, please comment on the chat your issues. What are all the issues that you are facing in trading? So this is dynamic live for you. Now, as soon as I open the dynamic live, we are by default looking at bank nifty here. Mr. Rahul has a question. So you applying NN and AI for trading? Of course, it is the it is an intelligence designed based on AI. All right, but then the basic trades, what we have to do it manually as of today. All right, it will tell us when to buy and when to sell in any different market condition, any stock that you select. But order placing, we have to do it by ourselves. All right, it is not completely robotic yet. Yes, Mr. Murlidhar has a point. The issue that he is facing here is sometimes profit, more times loss. Yes, this is absolutely true. Not just you, Mr. Murlidhar. You take any trader in stock market who has lost money, you can take their trading records and you can, when you find time, you can do a small research. Just try to note down. Even if you have any friends who are already trading, if they have incurred losses, you take their trading details, note down every trade, entry, exit, note it down. And you'll be surprised to see this observation that whenever they made profit, the profits are very small. Whenever they lose money, the losses are always big. This is one fundamental reason why majority people lose money in stock market. Am I right? So let us see, does this dynamic live has a solution for this? Now the reason why this always happens most of the time, because when you see profit, you see very small profit. When you see loss, you see big losses, right? So why does it always happen? It is because most of the time when you see profit, now you are tempted, you are confused, you don't know whether to hold it or how long to hold it or whether to exit it. And many people think, first of all, I see profit once in a blue moon. And that is the case. First, let me exit the trade, book the profit. At least one day, let me go back home with profit. Now, these are all the ways people think. But here is dynamic live, which can give you a perfect solution to this issue. What is the solution? Of course, it tells you when to buy, when to sell. Now, first of all, when you enter into a trade, let there be a long trade or a short trade. When you enter into a trade, you should know when to exit, the right point to exit. But this dynamic live is designed in a way that it can automatically tell you when to buy and when to exit. Now you can see here for bank nifty, here in the action information, it is telling us long hold. So it had earlier told us to buy, that is somewhere at this point in time, it had told us to buy. So it was written here in the action, buy long, act now. It will directly tell you buy signal has come, take a long position, act now, buy it immediately. So when it said buy, the price, it was on, when was this? Let us check the date. It is 24th December at 13:55, 1:55 in the afternoon. The price was trading at 30,479, where you could have bought it. All right. Now you bought it. Why? Because the dynamic live told you to buy it. So you just bought it. You don't have to waste your time doing any research. No trend line, indicators, nothing. Everything the dynamic live will tell you by itself automatically. So you bought at 30,479. From there, even till today, it is telling us long hold. So what will you do? What will you do now? You will simply hold your long position, isn't it? Right? At some point here, it will be written as the sell short act now. It will tell you sell short act now. When it says sell short act now, now you can sell it. When to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit. If this clarity is given to you, if this information is given to you, don't you think your problem is solved, Mr. Murlidhar? Is it true? Please reply. Don't you think this is the solution for this? And the other way around is sometimes profit, more times losses. So it also means that Out of many trades that you do, there are very few trades which are profits. There are most of the trades are losses, isn't it? So most of the trades are losses. It is because you are entering into a trade at the wrong time, or maybe you are exiting from the trade at the wrong time, isn't it? But then look at this, what this dynamic life can do for you. Let me show you this example of Bank Nifty. I'm sure by 21st, when was this? 21st December, I think you must have seen the markets coming down very sharply. Not this week, the last week, Monday. Am I right? Or before that, maybe. 21st December, the market came down very sharply, especially this Bank Nifty came down by almost 1,200 points in a single day. Okay, but when the price was coming down, right at the bottom, it gave us an indication saying that, now can you see the symbols here? We call the symbols as dynamic system caution. Now, whenever the symbol appears, it means get ready, the price is about to reverse. The price is about to reverse. What does it mean? It means till now the price was coming down. From here, you can expect the price to increase. Be ready. Now, if you get this information right at the bottom, then what will happen? You don't have to buy it somewhere here. You can buy it right at the bottom. Isn't it? That is what you can do using this dynamic line. Now, after buying it, as the price kept on increasing, right now, right at the top, can you see there is another signal here, which means it is telling us be ready. There are chances the price can decrease from here. Be prepared. So what will happen? Now you will be ready to exit your trade very early, because you know that the price can reverse from here. When you have this clarity in trading, then just imagine how big profits you will be able to make. But without this information, just try to recall how the trading will be. How the trading will be. Well, it will always end up with whenever you buy, the price goes down. Whenever you sell, the price goes up, because you absolutely have no idea what is happening in the market. You are not able to understand the price movement. You're not able to understand the price movement. Now you have to do technical analysis, fundamental analysis. You have to depend on some tips and calls provider. You have to depend on the expert who come on the TV channel. You have to depend on your fellow trader sitting beside you. So many things you have to do. Many of them, they have to depend on the astrologer. Once when I was working in stockbroking company, there was a client who used to come and trade. He used to come exactly at 11:55 every day in the afternoon, and by 12 o'clock he used to jump in and he says, buy Nifty. We always used to observe this guy, and at some point when I asked him, why do you do this exactly at 12 o'clock? So that is the day he revealed that my astrologer has told that Nifty will suit me best, and always at 12 o'clock you buy Nifty and you will get some profits. Now this is a heights, isn't it? So this is how people are going wrong. But then when you have this information, can we sell Bank Nifty now because of balloon signal? No, Mr. Murlidhar. This signal here tells you that be prepared, the price can go down from here. Now when this appears, now what can I do? Now when you're trading, you can trade in futures, you can trade in options. You know this, isn't it? Now in the meantime, if anyone wants to check any of your favorite stock, tell me, let us check that stock. Okay, but when you're trading in, you can trade in futures or you can trade in options, right? When you're trading in futures, now I have a buy position. Now I will be ready. I will be ready to exit this trade very quickly. Today, the market opened a gap up. It tried to come down. I was ready to exit my trade, but then this dynamic system is yet to give me an exit. The price has started to reverse upward. So I'm still holding on to my buy position. But if you're trading in options, let us say you have a call option in place. Today is the weekly expiry. If you're trading in weekly options, the moment we saw this symbol on top early morning, we would have secured our profits, locked the profits. All right. But then this can only be done in options trading. That is locking your profits. It cannot be done in futures or in equity. How to lock your profits? Now, this is one very interesting and very important secret that you get to learn in our training, which is very, very crucial when it comes to trading in options. Without this, it is very difficult to consistently make profits in options. All right. So how to secure your profits? When to secure your profits? The dynamic live is telling us. How to secure your profits? You're going to learn it in the training. All right. So this is about Bank Nifty. Let us check some other script. Anyone who want to check your favorite stock or index? Quickly. Let us check what is happening in Tata Steel. Because few days back, there was a big movement in Tata Steel. What is happening as of now? Let us check this. Well, this is Tata Steel. It is continuously moving up. You can see here. There's a point earlier where it told us to buy. When was this? This was on 6th January, 9:30 in the morning, yesterday. The price was available at 686. From 686, now it is trading at 721. So how many points is this? It is almost 35 points movement. And after this, right on top, you can see there is a red colored circle symbol. We call it as DMBOTS. You can see when I place my cursor on that, it says DMBOT. Now, whenever this symbol appears, it means secure your profits. There are multiple signals used. One signal tells you that secure your profits. The other signal tells you that the price is reversing now. There may be some other signal which will tell you, which will identify major price reversal. Big movements will be identified through that. So multiple signals are used. So in Tata Steel, as of today, we would have already secured profits in options. All right. But 35 points movement in Tata Steel, even if you're trading this in futures and options, I'm sure you know that the lot size of Tata Steel is around 1,700 if I'm not wrong. So 1,700 into 35 points, we are talking about 59,000 rupees profit in just one single trade in a matter of 2 days. In 2 days. And what is the capital required for you to trade in Tata Steel? In futures. Now this profit I said it was in futures. The investment required is around, let us say 3,70,000 rupees. That is the investment margin required. With 3,70,000 rupees in a single trade in a couple of days, if you can earn 59,000 rupees, what better do you want? Isn't it true? Now, Mr. Sampath Kumar wants us to check Infosys. Let us check Infosys. What is happening in that? If you have any positions in these stocks, tell me. I will be able to guide you the right way. All right. Well, this is Infosys. Now, in Infosys, as you can see here, now the price has been in a very clear uptrend. It has given us a buy opportunity long back. Now, after that, there was one point where it told us to secure our profits right at the top. And after that, the price is coming down. As Mr. Sampath Kumar, you are already a member, you know to use a dynamic live. You know that there is no pressure on top. It is coming down. So now at the bottom, can you see there is a signal here? Now this we call it as a dynamic system caution, which means the price can reverse from here. So get ready, the price is preparing for a reversal. In Infosys, there are very clear chances that it is going to increase from here. So I will take a buy position at this point. So if I have to buy it now, the price is 1,262. If I have to trade in options, now there's another important thing. When you come to trade in options, you should know which strike price to trade. Which option to trade? Of course, we have to trade the call option, but which strike price will you trade? Without knowing this reality, if you go ahead and trade in options, then you will be lost. You will lose yourself, you lose your capital. All right? But today you don't have to worry, because Dynamic Live is the one and only tool in the whole world which can automatically tell you even the right strike price. So since I have to buy a call option, I will look at this pyramid pointing upward, pick one number out of these three, that will be my right strike price. If I knew that it is a downtrending market, if I feel that it is going to go down, then I will trade a put option and I will come to this pyramid to pick the right strike price. Now I am planning to get into a call option. All right. So this is the pyramid. So I'll go for this, let us say 1,340 strike price. Let us check what is the premium available in this stock, in this strike price as of now. For that, let me open the NSE India website itself. Just hold on as I open this website to see what is the premium available. Sure, that is also fine, Mr. Sampath Kumar. Let us check NSE India website. So in NSE India website, let us go check Infosys. And let us come to derivatives. In this, I will go to option chain. Now this nsindia.com, it is a beautiful website. It is one of the best stock exchange website in the whole world, because there are so much information available in this site. So these are all the different strike prices and the premium. The left side one is call option. 1340 strike price. The call option premium is trading at 26 rupees. Can you see this now? Let me zoom in a bit so that it is visible to all of you. So it is 1340 strike price. The premium is 26 rupees. Let us keep 27 rupees. All right. Normally this price updation in the NSE site is a bit delayed. Let us keep it as 28 rupees as of now. So what is the lot size of Infosys in futures and options? Now Infosys lot size is 600. So into 600, it is 16,800 rupees investment required per lot. All right. So that is the investment required. So with this investment, I will buy one lot at this current price. All right. But then people watching this session, if you buy Infosys, be very careful. If you have dynamic live, then it is very good, because after you enter, you should also know when it is giving you exit, and you should exit at the right time. Many people, what they do, as we are discussing in the session, they will also take a trade. Good. There is no problem if you take a trade, because this is a very good trade. But after taking a trade, when it actually gives you an exit, you don't have the tool. Then you will not know. So be careful with that. All right. So this is how this Infosys, this is how this dynamic live guides us in trading in any different market condition. The beauty of this trade here is, you can, I hope all of you know that the price of Infosys has been coming down from the time the market opened today. All right. It is coming down. It has already made a low. What is the low made today in Infosys? The low made is 1255, and we are now buying at 1262 when we saw it first. All right, somewhere very close to the day's low we are buying. Actually, we could have bought it a bit earlier, but then we saw it right now, and it is close to the entry price. That is why I said we can go ahead and do the trade. All right, so we are able to buy right close to the bottom. That is something unique which you will not find it anywhere else. Right, not just Infosys. Now Mr. Rahul wants to check Bajaj Finance, Mr. Murlidhar ACC and Tata Power. Mr. Murlidhar again wants to check Canara Bank. If you don't mind, I will check Bajaj Finance now, and after this, at the end of the session, first I will completely give you all the information. At the end of the session, we will check all other stock of your choice. All right, so the Bajaj Finance, let us check this. Can you tell where is the buy signal? All right, I'll show you once again, Mr. Murlidhar. Hold on. Well, there's Bajaj Finance. In Bajaj Finance, you can see the overall trend is a bit down. It is in a downtrend, but as of now, the price is trying to increase, but it is not a very clear trading opportunity. You can see here the action, Daumantic method action information for if anyone wants to trade in options. It is telling us stay tuned for the next trade, which means wait for the next trade. This is not the right place for you to trade. Please wait. Have you come across anything in this whole world which can tell you with so much clarity, which can give you information like this in trading, in live market? telling you please wait, don't do this trade, stay tuned for next trade, relax. And now it is also telling us in preparation, get ready to buy a call option. Be ready, you may have to buy a call option, be prepared. Look at this. This is the reason we call this as a stock market intelligence. So as of now, there is no clear trade, but if the price comes down, this dynamic live is very surely going to tell you to buy a put option. Be prepared. If it gives you a selling opportunity, don't miss this opportunity. Go ahead and be ready to do this trade. All right. Only in buying opportunity, we have to trade very carefully, just because it is against the trend. Coming back to Infosys, before I show you the other scripts. Now in Infosys, let me zoom in a bit. Now this is the Infosys price movement. Can you see, Mr. Muralidhar, that there is a white colored symbol here at the bottom? Now when this symbol appears, once again we call this as a dynamic system caution. When it appears, it means the price can reverse. All right. And at the same time, there is, along with the dynamic caution, there is a confirmation. You can also see a green symbol. There are two green symbols here. And there is also green symbol in this left side chart, which is the intraday 3 chart. All right. When you say ID3, then you are already a member. You are using dynamic live. So you know that zigzag is there. When zigzag appears, it means price can reverse, isn't it? And when that zigzag comes along with the dynamic system caution, it means price is going to go up. You must buy it. So if you know, when we checked it, it was at 1,262. Now it is already at 1,264, approaching 65 and above. Yes, it is already in a buy. It is the trend. The trend is already up. In an uptrending market, it is giving us a buying opportunity today when it was making a new low. So this is how we go ahead and do the trade. So following this dynamic live, what kind of benefits you can draw from it? Let me show you some examples. This is the example of ICICI Bank here. Now in this, as you can see here, starting with a very small capital of just a lakh rupees, and by blindly following what the dynamic live tells us to do, just by trading as it says, this capital has increased to more than 8,71,000 rupees in a matter of just 12 trades. In just 12 trades. Well, if I update it till date, and the number is so very big, and you people will be surprised to see this. All right, but anyways, I will update it probably by evening when we have the same session in the evening today at 8 p.m. There you will be able to see the latest updates. All right. But then even if you consider this, it is a matter of how many days? It is from 21st September till 6th November when it was last updated. It is almost 1.5 months, 700% returns on your capital. What else do you want? What else do you want? This is massive, isn't it? Not just in stocks, even if you want to trade in index, yes. What kind of benefits one can draw even in index trading? Let me show you. This is the example of Nifty and its trading in options. Even with a small capital of just 50,000 rupees, starting from 21st September till 6th November, last updated, in a matter of just 17 trades, the capital has increased to 2,72,000 rupees in 1.5 month duration. Now, there is also more than 400% returns on your capital. What better do you want? Isn't it huge? Isn't this unique? Isn't this why we are all here in this business of stock market? So friends, if you're very serious about earning consistent profits in stock market, whether you like it or not, let me tell you the fact that this is the only way. So today, using dynamic live, what are the benefits that you get? The benefit here is trading futures and options has been made absolutely effortless. Yes, it is absolutely effortless. Because your job is to just place orders. When it tells you to buy, you buy it. When it tells you to sell, you sell it. All the hard work dynamic live will do. You don't have to do anything. Just place orders. And especially when it comes to trading in options, even the right strike price is automatically selected by dynamic live. These are all the benefits. And as I kept on telling you, in any different market conditions, for you to get the right entry and right exit, there are multiple signals used. So these are all the multiple signals used inside this dynamic live. There are many more actually, but then I have highlighted the major ones. Each one of these signals has a very unique, unique expertise. Each one identifies a different type of price movement. Well, all these identifications, this dynamic live will do it by itself automatically. Our job is to just place orders. And it is told that even the slightest move in the market does not go unmarked by dynamic live. Well, when I first joined, when I first subscribed my dynamic live way back in 2014, when I heard people making the statement in this company, now I felt that these people are overconfident. They are overstating, because it is not possible. Every moment, identifying every moment in the market, how is it possible? Now, if one can identify every moment in the market, you should be able to make huge money, isn't it? How is it possible? It is not true. But later, once I subscribed, once I started using this dynamic live, that is when I realized, yes, they are talking the facts. They're talking the fact. This is something extraordinary, the most advanced tool ever created in stock market trading, in this business till date, not just in our country, in the whole world. You won't believe we are getting constant requests from across the globe, from different countries, from many years, requesting us to develop one such similar tool for their markets. This is the thing that we are looking at. This is how this is extraordinary. But today you just try to think for a magnificent software like this, something which can perform like this, what could be the price? Or what is that price you are ready to invest to get your hands on something like this? Think in these lines, but in the meantime, let me tell you, to make sure that every trader can reap the benefit of this dynamic live, to make sure all of you can first understand its true benefits. For the first time ever in the last 13 years, the management at Dowman Group has come up with a very big decision, and the decision is to give you a special offer. And what is the offer? Let me show you. The offer here is, today you can get your hands on dynamic live by investing just 12,000 rupees plus GST, and you get it for 1 month. But remember, this special offer is valid only for the first month subscription, only for those people who are subscribing it for the first time. Use it for 1 month, understand its true benefits, and then you can plan big, right? So then when you plan, now the original price of this dynamic live here is, first of all, there are multiple dynamic live versions. It all started with dynamic live 1.1, then came dynamic live 2.1, then dynamic live 3.1, and today we have the latest dynamic live Dowmantic version 3.1. The actual price of this dynamic live is 4,39,000 rupees for 12 months, just for 12 months. It is because you saw what kind of results it gives you, isn't it? Right? But then anyone subscribing the 12 months package, you get access to all the previous versions also in this dynamic live. But today you are getting it at just 12,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. Right? So today, if any one of you is interested to jump into this revolution, get your hands on this dynamic live, touch it, feel it, open it, run it in the real-time market, do some trades, observe it. Once you gain confidence, then you can plan big. So today, if any one of you is ready to jump in to this revolution, then here is the link that I've just texted on the chat. You can click on the link and you can immediately subscribe. All right. But once you subscribe by paying 12,000 rupees, first of all, you get this software dynamic live for 1 month. But then this is not the end. Along with this, there are many other bonus. What are these bonus? Before I tell you, let me first tell you who is this guy who designed this dynamic live. Now, the name of this person is Mr. Ravichandran. He is more than 27 years. He has more than 27 plus years of experience in stock market. He is the creator of the revolutionary dynamic system and dynamic life. And he's not just a trader, he's also a magician. He's an author. He has written many books. He is also a founder of two well-known NGOs in our country. And today, Mr. Ravichandran is one among the elite trader. And he is a member of one of our India's esteemed exchange. So as a magician, he has performed as a personal entertainer for many celebrities in our country, big celebrities. And as an author, he has written many books. Most of his books are available in the government libraries. And one of his famous book was on the secret of fake currency. The kind of research that he does, the kind of work that he does, the kind of research that he did on this subject was so very interesting that RBI themselves invited him to come and give a presentation about fake currency. Just imagine, this is the guy and this is what is his background. So in order to appreciate his work that he has done, there were many big people who came forward to appreciate, like our former Prime Minister, Mr. H.D. Deve Gowda, former Vice President of our country, Dr. B.D. Jati. And like this, there were many other big people who came forward to appreciate his work. Well, you don't have to worry. At the end of this webinar, I will share a link with all of you so that you can go check about his history and the history of this company at your leisure time. All right. So these are all the big appreciation by all the big VIPs in our country, in the government. These are the many books. He has also been covered by the media. He has been featured in BBC, covered by AXN. A lot of such amazing work that he has done. As I told you at the end of the webinar, if you want, I'll share a link where you can go check more about his history and the company. But the big question here is, why did he get into stock market when he has such a big background? Why did he create something like dynamic system and dynamic life? Now, first of all, now here is a guy who comes from a very poor background. Now, he always had a hunger to earn money. So every day he used to think, today what work can I do to earn money, some money? So that is the kind of background he came from. But then as he progressed in his life, at some point he realized it is stock market which is the ultimate stage to earn huge money. So in order to do that, he started doing research. And after many years of research, then he realized if there is a way that he can experience failure in stock market, then these are the ways. That is technical tension, fundamental confusion, and advisory stress. All these, whatever I have spoken till now, these are all his real trading experience, my friends, real life experience. It is not some made up, cooked up stories, isn't it? These are real experience based on which we are telling you. When I say, if you want to trade successfully, you should be able to trade in any given market condition. This is a real time experience. Many years of experience has, given him the clarity that these are the things one has to know. So once he realized that, he stopped following all these things. Then he continued doing his research. After many years of research, then he realized, now this is the secret to trade in stock market. So once he realized the secret, now he started developing his own tool. Now first he programmed it into an Excel sheet, started trading, he started making good profits. Then in order to make his own trading very easy, he wanted to program it into a tool. So he approached many software engineers, many software companies, but everyone kept suggesting him, boss, there are so many free formulas available on the internet. On Google search, you'll find the formula. Copy, paste, the software is ready. Why do you want to waste your time, money in developing, programming? Everything is freely available. But then he had a point to make, saying that, boss, that is what majority people follow, and following that, nobody has ever made consistent profits till date. But I have a very unique requirement in hand. Please try to program it for me. But then when people tried, he realized that nobody were able to program this because he had a very complex requirement in his hand. But he wanted to make sure at any cost he can do this. So in order to do this, you won't believe, a guy who has a zero computer background, he learned programming and developed one of the most ultimate tool to trade in stock market till date. So from 2003 to 2021, this guy has developed more than 15 softwares with multiple versions. And you won't believe, there are more than 48 methods to trade in equities, futures and options. All this work he has done with one mission, and that is to make sure every trader should worship stock market as a god. He always keeps telling that a guy who had nothing and today he has everything in this world because of stock market. Stock market has given him so much. And this is the gratitude that he can show towards the stock market, and for that he wants every trader to worship stock market as a god. And this is also a fact, isn't it? Many people, you may follow tips and calls, you may follow somebody's advice, you trade, you lose money, but end of the day you call stock market as gambling, isn't it? Well, how is it fair? It is your mistake or it is somebody else's mistake because of which you lost money, but why do you blame the stock market? Even in your school, your teachers must have told you work is worship, isn't it? Only when you respect your work, you will start seeing results. Same way, respect stock market, worship it, only then you will start seeing results. So with all these things, first he developed something revolutionary called as dynamic system. And for many years, I'm sure many of the people watching the session are members, who are already members, who must have joined long back. For many years, we've been telling that you will learn how to make only profits in stock market while you sleep. Now, normally when I say this, many people laugh at us because there are people who keep saying that in spite of sitting in front of the market, being awake, there are people who are not able to make profits. Now, how can you expect us to make profits while you sleep? But then it is definitely possible if you have access to this dynamic system. Using this, you can trade without watching the markets. This is the benefit. So let us check this dynamic system. How does it work? How does it look? How you can benefit from it? Let me show you dynamic system. But for us to check this, you can suggest me any of your favorite stock. Let us see how this works. All right. Now, the biggest benefit of this dynamic system is it gives us signals and information one day in advance. So if you want to trade tomorrow, it gives you signals and information today itself. So those of you who don't have time, at your leisure time, somewhere in the evening after 6:30, when the market, when you come back from your work, first, relax, spend some quality time with your family, and then spend 10 to 15 minutes of your leisure time to use this dynamic system, and you will know what trade you are supposed to do tomorrow, when to buy, when to sell, how long to hold. So let us check some stock, like someone had asked for Canara Bank, isn't it, Mr. Murlidhar? So let us check Canara Bank in this dynamic system, and let us see how one can benefit from it. So here is Canara Bank, the chart of Canara Bank price movement. There are multiple studies inside this dynamic system, some very unique. All right. Out of that, let me use one of the favorite study here. Let us say, yes, there's a price movement of Canara Bank. Now, in Canara Bank price movement, as you can see here, along with the price movement, there is also one line here, purple line. We call this as long trend. Now, what it does here is whenever the price of the stock turns into an uptrend, it will identify and it will tell you automatically. Whenever it gets into a downtrend, it will identify and again it will tell you automatically. So whenever the trend turns up, you get a blue arrow mark at the bottom saying that the trend is up. Similarly, when the trend is down, it tells you automatically. So let us check the last 3 trades that it has told us to do and what were the benefit that one could have drawn using this. There is a point where it said the trend is up. Now, when was this? It was on 2/6/2020. That is 2nd June 2020. Sorry, it is 1st June 2020. And on 2nd June 2020, you could have bought it when the price was at 93.25. Now, after buying it, the price started increasing steadily. And as it started increasing, after many months, it remained flat for some time. And at some point, it said the trend is down. That was on 9/9/2020, September 2020. It said the uptrend is over. Now it is in downtrend. So anyone who has bought earlier, what will you do? You will sell it, isn't it? So even the next day, if you had sold it, the price was available at 98.65. Remember, we initially bought it on 2nd June at 93.25, and by September we are getting an exit at 98.65. So how many points is this? It is literally 5 points movement that we have captured. Now many people say, now if I have to trade in futures, how can I hold my position for so long? Well, you can hold it, but on the expiry date, roll it over to the next contract. All right. So we have captured 5 points movement here, but now it says trend is down. So at the same 98.65, I can take a short position in futures so that even in a downtrending market, I can trade. So I sold it there. Later again, the trend turned up on 5/11/2020. That is on 5th November. So the next day, the market opened at 91.80. 98.65 to 91.80. Let us say it is almost 7 points. Initially, we had 5 points plus 7 points profit in this trade. Total, we captured a 12 points movement in just 2 trades from June till November. And November, since the trend is up, now we also took a long position at the same point, that is at 91.80. We bought it, and from there, even till today, we are holding on to the buy position. And yesterday, the price of which is the stock, Canara Bank, has managed to close at 132.10. So 91 to 132, we are talking about 41 points profit. Plus we had 12 points profit in the previous 2 trades. Total 53 points profit. And if you were to trade in a stock like Canara Bank in futures and options, now what is the lot size? Let us check this. The lot size is 5,400. 5,400 lot size, and you have captured 53 points. We are talking about 2,86,000 rupees profits in a matter of 3 trades, effortlessly. And what was the investment required to trade this Canara Bank? For you to trade in futures, the investment required is 2,40,000 rupees margin required. That is the investment. So on 2,40,000 in matter of 3 trades, you have gained 2,86,000 profit. More than 100% returns on your capital, my friends. What else do you want? This is the kind of profits that you want to earn, isn't it? And those of you who are working professionals, people who don't have time, all that you have to do is once every day, spend 15 minutes to see what it is telling us. Is it asking us to hold the buy position, or is it asking us to exit? Has the trend changed? Just check it. Next day morning, if there is any new opportunity, call your stockbroker, give them the information, they will place the order. You don't have to watch it the whole day. So this is the benefit of using dynamic system. So using dynamic system, what kind of benefits you can draw from it? Let me show you some examples. Mr. Nagesh wants to check about the Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty is in buy position, Mr. Nagesh. It is increasing, and we are still holding on to the buy position. If anyone is tracking Infosys, I'm sure you must have seen the price of Infosys is already at, what was this? Now the Bank Nifty price is 32,148. It is increasing, and we are in long position. We are holding on to it. Infosys, the price is at 1,266. It just reached till 1,268. Remember, we had bought at 1,262. If anyone has done the trade, you are already in profit, and you will have enough profit, which can cover up this investment, isn't it? Because of the Infosys lot size. Infosys lot size is almost 600. So the 1,262 to 1,268 is 6-point movement, and into 600, you're talking about close to 3,600 rupees profit. All right. So this profit itself could have fetched you part of the investment for you to join this program. But anyways, the other benefits of using dynamic system. I mean, let me show you some examples like trading in index, trading in stocks. Not only that, trading in commodities. What kind of benefits? Nifty, in a matter of 4 trades, a capital of 5 lakh rupees has increased to 6,18,000 rupees in 4 trades, starting from 21st September till 6th November. Not only in index, even in Reliance stocks, 10 lakh rupees capital turning to 13 lakh rupees in just 4 trades, not just in stocks, even in commodities like zinc. In a matter of just 2 trades, a capital of 5 lakh rupees has increased more than 11 lakh 30,000 rupees. Now, there's the kind of benefits that you can draw from it. Today, if anyone wants to benefit from it, and if you want to subscribe Dynamic Live, the actual price of this dynamic system, the actual price of this dynamic system is 2,99,000 rupees plus GST, but you get it for lifetime. There's a one-time investment that you can make. And this dynamic system, inside this, you will get all the stocks traded under NSE, plus the index like Nifty, Bank Nifty. Everything will be covered. Using this, you can trade in futures, you can trade in options, you can also trade in equity segment. You can also do long-term, short-term investment in equity segment. But today, the offer is you can get it at 13-year-old price, which is at 95,000 rupees plus GST. That is where the price started earlier. And today you can get it at 13 years old price. And this is for lifetime, let me remind you. It is a one-time investment. But the big news here is, today if anyone is subscribing the special offer earlier that I told you, 12,000 rupees plus GST, you will get Dynamic Live for 1 month, but along with that, you will get this dynamic system free for 1 month as a bonus. This is the big benefit here. You are getting it free. But then if there is any other dynamic member who is already using a dynamic system, and if you have dynamic system NSE, all stocks with you already, and if you want to subscribe Dynamic Live, then along with Dynamic Live, you can choose any other dynamic system, maybe even a commodity dynamic system, to get it free for certain period of your subscription. So these are all the benefits. These are all the multiple dynamic system and Dynamic Live packages the creator, Mr. Ravi Chandran, has designed. But then this is not it. There are many other bonus. That is, once you subscribe, along with the subscription, you can also attend 2 days of online workshop. We call this as a Dynamic Superpower Trading Workshop. It is organized on 9th Jan and 10th Jan. That is on Saturday and Sunday, day after tomorrow, it starts. All right. Now, in these 2 days, you will learn it in detail. I am Santosh. I will be the one who will be training you on these 2 days. In these 2 days, what are you going to learn? Let me show you. In these 2 days, you are going to learn all these important points, right from the basics of stock market. But remember, just to learn the basics of stock market, elsewhere you may have to invest 10,000, 20, or even up to 30,000 rupees to learn the basics. But here, you are going to learn it without any cost. But here you will learn the essential, practical basics, not the theoretical knowledge. You will get the practical knowledge of stock market trading. Along with that, you will learn futures trading, options trading. If anyone wants to do investment, how to do investment, the investor method you're going to learn. You will learn how to trade without watching the market by spending just 10 to 15 minutes of your leisure time. Let me tell you, by doing this year after year consistently, you will be able to earn. You will also learn how to trade by watching the market for all those full-time traders. In any different market condition, you will be able to trade and earn consistent profits. Like whenever there is a crash or a rally, during quarterly results, news, events, sideways market. Through all these things, by the end, you will understand how to earn a minimum of 283% returns in options every 30 days. In futures, every 8 to 12 weeks. This is something big, isn't it? So the larger picture here is, through this training, you will learn the long-term investment, how to do it. You will learn how to trade in stock futures, index futures. You will learn how to trade in options. So these 2 days of training, that is first on 9th January, you will learn how to trade without watching the market. The training starts at 5 p.m. in the evening. The entire training is split into 4 different sessions. These are the timings. These are all the topics that you will learn in each session. And on the second day, you will learn how to trade by watching the market. And it is split into 3 different sessions. All right. It starts at 10 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. All right. So this is what you're going to learn in this 2 days of training. But let me tell you, there are many of you thinking that maybe there is some new company. No, we are not new. We've been providing this training for the last 13 years across the country. And there are more than 13,000 plus people who have joined this revolution. And in this training, you can use this dynamic system and dynamic live to trade in multiple ways, right from the entry level trading to the expert level trading. What is entry level trading? There are many people who want trading to be very easy. Without much effort, they want to trade and earn money. So that is what is the entry level trading, without having to do anything, just by blindly following the dynamic live and dynamic system, how to make good profits. And at the same time, there are people who want to go big, who want to achieve huge returns. Now for that, there is the expert level trading. Even that you will be able to learn through this 2 days of online workshop. So my friends, today, whatever is your burning questions about stock market and trading, or the answer to all these questions will be given by the dynamic live and dynamic system. So today, if you are ready to jump into this revolution, you can subscribe right now. The link I've already texted on the chat. But then this is not it. Along with it, there is a other bonus. This is not an ordinary program where you pay money, whether you get the software, but then whether you made profit or not, even the God does not know. That will not happen here. Anyone who joins here, you must make profits. Profit making is not an option. It is a compulsion here. So to make sure that we handhold you completely throughout the process until at least you start achieving good results, until it becomes until you get very used to it, we organize pre-market session every day at 8:30 in the morning, wherein we prepare you what is the plan for today's trading before the market opens. All that you have to do is whatever plan that we have done for any stock or index, you just have to note it down and just implement it as it is. If you can implement it as it is, what we have told in that session, that itself is more than enough for you to start earning. And if you can go through 1 week of such session, then let me tell you, those 1 week of trading itself will cover up all your investment that you have made. Isn't this amazing? Now, not just this, along with this, you will also get free access to our dynamic members area, wherein you will get a lot of training videos. So even if you have any doubts, you can go watch the training video immediately and get your doubts clarified and start trading. But let me tell you, all this was originally designed for Mr. Ravi Chandran's personal trading. He never had any plan to give this software to others. But then many of you must be thinking, if he's so very sure about making profits, why does he want to share it with others? So let me tell you the truth. Way back in 2006, 2007, when he was trading, now I used to work in stockbroking companies and he was my client. So I saw how his account balance grew. Like me, there were many other people who saw how his account balance grew. Over a period, there were few people who gathered around, who met him and requested him to share a secret. But you won't believe, he refused to share this secret. He never wanted to give this to others. But when he refused, there were many people who started cursing. And one fine day, Mr. Ravi Chandran met with a heart attack. And then he was lying there on his deathbed. When he was going through this tough time in his life, that is when he thought, maybe because I refused to share the secret with many people, there were many people who cursed me. Maybe that could be the reason. Because when he was lying there on the deathbed, all the people surrounding him, that is what they suggested. Because when you go through the tough time, that is when normally people realize, they come to this realization mode, or maybe people start thinking very superstitious. So after going through all these things, he decided to share the secret with everyone. He started sharing it. But initially, he gave it free to everyone who wanted it. But when he gave it free, as he says in his own words, he got only monkeys. All right. People again started asking him, why do you want to give it free? I mean, why do you want to give it to others? You can use it to make profits by yourself. So he realized anything when it is given free, people will not understand its value. So he decided to price it. He started pricing it at 1,000, 5,000 rupees. But even then he says he got only monkeys, but in this case a bit smarter monkeys. All right. So even then he understood one thing, that when something is given free or even at a very small price, people will not take it seriously. People will not dedicate. But without dedication and efforts, how do you think that you are going to get results in this business? So he decided to increase the price, and immediately he increased the price to 1,00,000 rupees and more. That is when he says he started getting gentlemen. Even today he says, if you throw peanuts, you will get only monkeys. If you charge huge money, you will get gentlemen. That is what he believed, and he continued from there on. And that is the reason this dynamic live is priced at 4,39,000 rupees for 12 months. So that anyone who joins, they will be very serious and they will dedicate their time and life to earn such huge returns. But today you don't have to worry. There are other special offers coming your way. The same 12 months plan, instead of investing 4,39,000 rupees, today you can invest just 1,23,000 rupees plus GST to get this dynamic live and use it for one entire year. But not just that, along with that you get a dynamic system, 95,000 rupees worth the dynamic system, free for lifetime. Remember, if you have to subscribe only this dynamic system, it is 95,000 rupees plus GST. It comes up to 1,12,000 rupees to get only dynamic system. Of course, it is for lifetime. But if you can add another 33,000 rupees on that and invest, then you will get the same dynamic system for lifetime. But along with that, you will also get dynamic live for one entire year, using which you can earn a minimum of 283% returns every 30 days. All right, so these are the benefits. But not just this, there is a 6 months plan also to comfort those people who want to go for a lower plan. By investing 72,000, you can get dynamic live for 1 year. Dynamic live for 6 months, and you get dynamic system free only for 1 year. And there is 3 months plan. By investing 42,000, you get dynamic live for 3 months. You also get dynamic system free for 3 months. And at last we have dynamic, there is a 1 month plan. At just 16,500, you get dynamic live for 1 month. You also get dynamic system free for 1 month. These are all the 4 different plans that you can opt for from the second month onwards. But first time, if you are subscribing, the special offer is available at just 12,000 rupees plus GST. The link is already texted on the chat. You can click on the link to subscribe. All right. But then once you subscribe, I see there are few of you who have already subscribed during the session. Please keep a track of your email. The technical team will send you a mail right now. They will take a remote access and install these 2 softwares immediately right now. Mr. Muralidhar has a question. Can we have only dynamic system? Of course you can have it, Mr. Muralidhar. But then for you to subscribe dynamic system, as I showed you, there are multiple dynamic system. Now let me ask you, which one do you plan to trade? Are you planning to trade in NSE or in commodities? If you want to trade in NSE, let us say, do you plan to trade in stocks or do you want to trade only in index? If you tell me, there are people who want to trade only in index. For that, only for index, there is an exclusive dynamic system package. It starts at 50,000 rupees plus GST, 59,000 rupees total. You get it for lifetime. It is a one-time investment, but you get only index there, using which you can trade in futures and options. But if you want stocks also along with index, then it is this package, dynamic system NSE cash, which is 95,000 rupees plus GST. Total comes up to 1,12,000 rupees. All right. Once again, it is a lifetime investment. You want stocks, is it? So this is the right package, Mr. Muralidhar. It is 1,12,000 rupees where you get this dynamic system for lifetime. Lifetime, the benefit is, you saw in the example of Canara Bank, you yourself had asked Canara Bank, isn't it? 3 trades has fetched us 2,80,000 rupees profit in 3 trades. Your investment on this is only 1,12,000. So 3 trades or 4 trades or let us say 5 trades has covered up your investment. You got back your investment, and from there, rest all other trades is pure profits for you. And that too, you can keep earning these kind of profits year after year throughout your lifetime. All right. So these are all the multiple packages. Anyone who wants to get it installed right away, you can contact us at these numbers. The support team will assist you in getting it installed. So let me recap it quickly. Once you subscribe, what do you get? First of all, you get access to dynamic system and dynamic live, both these softwares. Now, you can see, Mr. Muralidhar, if you want to subscribe this NSE dynamic system stocks package, the link is texted for you on the chat. You just have to click on it to subscribe it right away. Now you have a question. What is the difference between dynamic system and dynamic live? Yes, dynamic system, the benefit, as I told you, it gives you signals and information one day in advance. You can prepare today for tomorrow's trading. All right. You can trade in futures, you can trade in options, you can trade in equity segment for long-term investment. You can do positional trading. All right. But dynamic live is another level of trading for short-term benefits. People who want to gain, let us say, want to earn on a regular basis, year, month after month, for regular income, they use dynamic live, because dynamic live gives you signals and information in real-time market, in live market. So if you want to use dynamic live, you have to watch it in the live market. That is the reason I told you, you will learn how to trade by watching the market. But dynamic system, you shouldn't watch the market. You can go do some other job. If you don't have any job, please go to sleep. That is how we said you can make only profits while you sleep. That is using dynamic system. Got it? So by subscribing, others who subscribe this special offer, as soon as you subscribe, you get dynamic system, dynamic live installed onto your computer. You will also be invited for the pre-market session every day to decide what is the plan for the day's trading. You will also get access to the dynamic members area, where there are a lot of training videos. And you will also attend, you can also attend 2 days of online dynamic superpower trading workshop, wherein you will learn things right from the basics till advanced. All right. Everything will be taught to you. Even if you miss out attending any one of the session, you don't have to worry. Every session will be video recorded, and within the next 24 hours, you will all be given access to those video records. All right. So these are all the benefits. But then there is one last benefit I would like to convey, and the benefit is, once you subscribe, once you get it installed, today if anyone is subscribing, you get these two softwares installed, but then you get it free till Sunday. So even tomorrow in the live market, you can use it for free till Sunday. From Monday, the subscription count will start after the training is completed. And before that, you can also attend the pre-market session tomorrow. You will get access to the training videos. There are some training videos, you will get it through mail. Please do watch it before you come to the 2 days of online workshop. All right. So these are all the benefits. And for that, you just have to subscribe the special offer, for which I have already texted the link on the chat. If required, I will text it once again on the chat for those people who missed it. All right. So this is all about today's session, my friends. Anyone interested, you can subscribe right now. If anyone has any other questions or doubts, you can ask me now. I will reply to all your questions and doubts. Get all your questions, doubts clarified, and then you can subscribe. There is absolutely no hurry. And if anyone wants to know more about this company, there are a few links that I can share it on the chat with you. But in the meantime, Mr. Murlidhar, no, I think this was an old message. Anyways, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. I will be online for few more minutes, and I can answer all your questions. In the meantime, if anyone wants to know more about the company, the history of the company, and about Mr. Ravichandran, then here is the link that I'm texting on the chat. You can click on the link and you can watch it at your leisure time. And there are beginners watching this session. Yeah, there was a time where a couple of beginners happened to meet Mr. Ravichandran, and they wanted to know what is the stock market, why should one get into stock market, what is the risk, what is the benefit involved here. And that interaction was so very interesting that many people from across the globe, many stockbroking companies across the globe adopted this video. They used it in their website so that people get the right information about stock market. So if anyone wants to watch this interaction, then here is the link that I've texted on the chat. It is there in English, Kannada, and Hindi. You can watch any one language that comforts you. And there are few traders who keep asking me that I have already lost big money in stock market. Now, will I be able to regain my lost money? How is it possible? If that is what one wants to know, then here is another session, very important session, that you can go watch it at your leisure time, where you will learn the exact way to regain your lost money in stock market. All right. So these are all the things. Any other questions or doubts, you can ask me right now. If you have no time now to ask, you can at least note down the contact details, and you can contact us anytime and get your doubts clarified, and then you can subscribe. But remember, This special offer is not going to last very soon. Probably by the end of this week, the offer is going to go. Anyone who's interested, you can subscribe it immediately. Don't miss this opportunity. I feel from the next week, this 1 month offer itself will not be there. All right. So hurry up before it is too late. Any other questions or doubts? In the meantime, let me also have a look at the live market, because I have call options in Bank Nifty. Infosys, it is at 1,266.25. Already more than 3,000 rupees profit. So this was a free webinar, but those people who traded in Infosys, attending a free webinar, you could have benefited by more than 3,000 rupees in single trade. This Bank Nifty, it is increasing. 32,156 is the price. Let me check what happened to the call option that I had bought early morning today. I bought it when the price, the premium was at around 250 or 255, if I'm not wrong. So let me check the call option. I bought the next week call option, next week contract, and the premium was, let me check it, index option. So I have to go check Bank Nifty here. So in Bank Nifty, let me go to the option chain. Let me refresh the page. In the meantime, if anyone has any doubts, you can ask me, my friends. All right, this is Bank Nifty. Let me go to the option chain. Well, it is taking some time to open. But anyways, at least I can check it through my mobile. All right, now 32,500 strike price, which I had bought at 255 in the morning, is now trading at 280 rupees. So I'm still holding on to the call option. So this is about it. Any other doubts? Now, any of you who are subscribing, and if you need any assistance, you can always call these numbers, and the support team will guide you on how to subscribe and also to get it installed. All right, then looks like there are no more doubts. So, gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's webinar. Wish you all a happy trading. And all those of you who have subscribed, see you on the other side in the online workshop on Saturday and Sunday. Until then, good afternoon to all of you, and wish you all a happy trading.